So Craigslist leads to the SGV, where we found us a house with some light asphalt. We'll find it. We kinda like them. They're a symbol of the place that Ma dreamed of back in the days. Here in the city of roses, like a dream, just marching past on that little screen. They're all getting tans and wearing short pants while they're bundled up in Times Square. It's the city of roses. We just gotta be there. And Ma takes the plunge to the 626, then the big day when New Year's comes and she says, it's gonna be crowded and there's COVID, it's expensive and much too windy. Oh, you gotta be kidding. I guess we'll watch it on TV. Hey, it's better just knowing it's right down the street here in the city of roses. It's so loud. The flyovers, the marching bands, and the miles of campouts, bathed in copper tone with sunglasses on, would call that holiday cheer in the city of roses. Hey, there's always next year. All right. We do have a few shirts, CDs, mugs, stickers. If you're interested in such a thing, you can see us after the set. We have a mailing list. Let's see. Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
All right. In retrospect, probably should have rehearsed this more. Okay. Well, we learned this song when we played a protest outside City Hall. And because Mika really likes this song because it was in Money Heist or something, and I wasn't familiar with it, but it seems a lot of people are familiar with it. So we played it at a protest, and just days later, somebody etched the title of this song into the bullet that killed Charlie Kirk. So that's just the fact. I have nothing further to say on this topic. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
You know it, sing along. We translated it to English, but if you know the Italian part that happens over and over, shout it out, y'all. Okay. 1, 2, 3. We've heard the warnings, and one fine morning, bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. We heard the warnings, and one fine morning, you'll find the fascists at your door. We'll stick together and fight for freedom. Bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. We'll stick together and fight for freedom. We won't be frightened anymore. And if we die here, bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. And if we die here in our resistance, there will be others in our place. And may the flowers that line our tombstones, bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. May the flowers that line our tombstones be reminders of our cause. But we will not die, well, yes, we'll live on. Bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. We will not die, and we will live on to fight on one more day. Yes, we'll get together, and we'll support each other for our beloved USA. Yeah. That's the end of the Italian part of our show. Yeah, for better or worse. Okay, well, someone thinks it's better. So this is the first song on our debut album. I like to always say debut album or first album because it implies we have more without actually saying it, which we don't. But we will, we will. This is called Awaken. This came to me in a dream, sung to me by Tom Petty. So if you don't like it, you can blame him.
Yeah.
I've been listening to the talk in this town, and it's almost funny. All people think about here are dreams that ain't never coming. We're sleepwalkers, dear, in a place that's God-forsaken. Let's get out of town tonight. This time you and I awaken. Well, we've done what we're told, and what has it really got us? We're just walking that line, and a daily grind, and that's not us. Well, a heart can't survive on giving and no taking. Let's get out of town tonight. It's time you and I awaken. For every dream that we let go, let's drive 100 miles. And anywhere we land, we'll plant a new seed in that soil. They say that change happens slow, but I won't change the fast way. They say you're running from your fears, but it's not that way. Yeah, to know you're alive comes from living, not heartache. Let's get out of town tonight. It's time you and I awaken. Let's get out of town tonight. It's time you and I awaken. Let's get out of town tonight. It's time you and I awaken. Thanks, everyone. Well, who here likes peacocks? By show of hands or applause. Yeah, come. It's weird. Who here doesn't? Like, is there someone who specifically? Okay, well, we have stickers over here, and they feature our logo, who's the peacock that lives in our tree out in East Pasadena. And if you'll help us with the background vocals on this song, if we see your lips moving on the chorus, you get a free sticker, okay? And it's just repeat after me. So I'm gonna go something like, we're like family, and then you're gonna sing, family. Right, that's a great example. So yeah, and you know, I'll do Scout's honor, like if we didn't see your lips moving, but you find us after the set and you swear to God or whatever, then that's fine. This is all right here, also on our record. Another day we're given here to laugh and to sing. While the world is living in fear, we will face the storm in a place for you and me. And into my mind comes a forgotten melody. La 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 la, la The time has come to spread our wings. Oh, how the time flies. I found such beautiful things here where I belong. The place that I feel free. And into my mind comes a forgotten melody. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. We're like family,
Family,
from far and near.
far and near.
Wherever we are, we're all right here. We're like distant stars.
Distant
We
stars.
form stories clear.
Stories clear.
Wherever we are, we're all right here. From wherever we are, we're all right here. Wherever we are, we're all right here. Well, thank you. I know exactly who was singing, and there is one exception where you can still get a sticker for free, even if you weren't singing, and that's if you were making out. So, we got you covered. You wanna? Should I just say it right over the PA? Yeah. All right. So we just recorded a song that we're putting out next month to support NPR stations, local radio stations that are vulnerable because of the cut in funding. And obviously we listen to like LAist, we love that, but they're not particularly vulnerable. This is a very rich city. But there are a lot out there that are vulnerable, a lot of small town stations, especially in red states, that could very easily go under. So this song is called The Ballad of Grandpa and His Tiny Desk. It's sort of a little nod to the Tiny Desk contest of NPR. So we're going to release it. We'll put it out on Bandcamp, and we're going to give the money to these stations. So that'll be on Bandcamp Friday of November. So look for that. Follow us on socials, Next Door's Music, @NextDoorsMusic, and then you'll know when cool stuff is happening. Without further ado, The Ballad of Grandpa and His Tiny Desk. All right. My granddad started out the copywriter of a magazine. Long before he was a household name with novels on the silver screen. And he didn't have much money, so he couldn't have owned too much less. Just a typewriter, a dictionary, paper, and his tiny desk. Well, the story goes when he met Grandma that she must have been his muse. 'Cause he started selling stories to the trade rags and the Daily News. They bought a little house, a little car, a little dog, and a little cat. And a tiny little office of his own just for his tiny desk. And together they were chasing their horizons. And as the years went by, his star just kept on rising. So many stories, so many pages, failure into success. Through every challenge, all of the changes, the version of himself he liked best lived behind that tiny desk. brand new, everybody. Let's see what happened. Next is what happened is he really had a lot of success in his life. And he had a penthouse suite with all of his awards. It was really a lovely thing. You wouldn't believe me if I told you. What's that? First three, yeah. I mean, it's all about just his growth. It's really special. And his explosion of success based on, of course, the desk in question, the tiny desk. This is what...
You want to let the ending phrase?
No, it's okay. We can just start from like the pre-chorus and that'll be fine. But
after verse 3.
sure, yeah, but basically, folks, he's killing it. He's killing it. And now his office is a penthouse suite with Pulitzers and Oscars that he shows to every guest. But the only furniture, a couple chairs, and yes, his tiny desk. Right. And sometimes he'll put his head, okay, so sometimes he'll put his head down from the, here we go, from the D, 2, 3. And sometimes he'll put his head down and start dreaming. And he and his wood friend would think up their next screenplay. So many stories, so many changes, failure and wild success. Through every challenge, all of the changes, the version of himself he liked best. The young man and his tiny desk. Well, if you think you know the ending to this story, you may not be wrong. And you may roll your eyes and say, this is something only happens in a song. But I swear it's true, and all the throngs of mourners, they would attest. He was buried with his typewriter, his paper, and his tiny desk. Well, thank you.
5 minutes.
5 minutes, all right.
All right.
Let's see. I guess let's just do hard to do that and call it a day. All right, y'all are lovely. We cannot wait to see Don't Go Alone coming right up next. And stick around all night because the night in this case ends at 8 o'clock, and then there's a whole other night, and we don't know those people, and I'm sure they're cool, but they're probably not as cool as us. So point being, stick around until 8, and then your time is your own. This is called Hard to Be Mad. It's off of our debut album as well, which you can find on all the streaming services. Just look for The Next Doors. You can see us in Glendora, beautiful Glendora, on the 17th of October at the Bright Star Tavern. And then the next morning, we're playing Walktober in Pasadena at the corner of Washington and Sinaloa, something like that. Just look up Walktober. If you feel like walking and listening to music in Pasadena, that's the morning of the 18th. You good? Yeah. All right. Well, I saw you last weekend at a party, and I held my tongue, or you would have been sorry. But now to see you like that, man, it's just sad, and it's so hard to be mad at you now. Well, I tried to be civil, but the fact is that you never apologize for how you've acted. But now to see you like this, all in a mess, it's so hard to be pissed at you now. up your mind. And it's hard to admit that you could change, but only if life turns unkind. Oh, oh, the people that are causing you the most stress, yeah, the toxic, the sick, and the self-obsessed. But every origin tale, it's got shit that turns you pale. So I don't wanna rail on you now. And it's hard to see the good side when you've already made up your mind. And it's easy to think that you've changed. Well, I guess we'll find out when you try to rise above. So the next time that I see you at a party, I walk up and say, I already know you're sorry. And before you take it back, I'll slap you on the back and say, man, I ain't mad at you now. Well, you haven't changed an ounce, looking like your same old self, but it's hard to be mad at you now. Yes, it's hard to be mad at you now. It's so hard to be mad at you now. We're the next doors from East.